Good morning. Today I'm going to be using my Kuretake Art Nouveau set, and I've pulled out some colors I'm going to use today, and I've already pre-wet them. These are very beautiful watercolors, but they do need to be pre-wet before using them. I've got my 5x7 Artistico extra white 100% cotton block that I use a lot on this size. I've already pre-sketched a small scene here, mid-horizon. Don't ever go right down the middle. Have sky, a couple of houses, a fence, a street, and some grass. So I'm just going to start out by wetting my sky and do it first. If you're not familiar with Kuretake, they are a beautiful watercolor, but they are different. They're almost a creamier consistency. But very beautiful. See how it runs, and they just melt like butter. They're gorgeous. I'm going to go ahead and bring this all the way down. You can still lighten up edges as you like to do with regular watercolor to get some cloudy or light clouds in here. Just remember to always leave the top a little bit darker. And don't mess with your sky too much. Just get in, get out, and let it dry. I'm going to tilt this just a little bit because I got a lot of darker blue up there I'm going to bring down, hopefully. I may have to wipe that up. It's too wet. It's another reason I like blocks. You don't have to worry about it making your paper crinkle. I'm going to put just a little bit of this darker blue down in here, but not a whole lot. And then I'll be done with the sky. Hope you all are having a good day today. Yesterday we got some amazing rain that we desperately needed. I was happy for that. We also came home the other day and found out that our bathroom window had completely shattered, had a big hole and glass on the floor, so today we're supposed to be getting that fixed as well. Okay, and I'm going to leave that. I'm going to take a lighter version of this gray and paint the road. let's see. I'll take some of this. This is, I forgot what color this was. It's not brown. I can't really paint the rest of the tree until the sky dries. This is going to be a looser painting than I typically do. And I'm going to take just a little bit of water with that and paint my fence. See, that one's already dried up. These do require a lot of water to get them to mix well. But they're just so creamy. They're beautiful. I'm going to leave a lot of dry brush strokes in with this painting today. Very easy to blend. My road's crooked. It's going to be a narrower road today. Here we go. Okay, I'm going to pause here just a moment and blow dry this so I can continue. Okay, so it's all dry, and I'm going to continue on with the my trees. I've got a number 6, and I'm going to go in, but use different kinds of browns. We're going to put some leaves on the trees. Just trying to follow my sketch a little bit. It does not have to be exact. And just remember that in the background the trees are smaller to show your perspective, and the tree closer to the front. will be bigger. Just like the clouds at the top will be bigger and the clouds towards the bottom of the horizon will be smaller. And I'm not being very particular here because there's going to be leaves on these trees. I just want to get some resemblance of limbs. You want thick trunks, you don't want pencil sticks. That might have been a little bit too thick, but we'll just go with it. So this one needs to be a thicker trunk because it goes with the bigger tree in the front. Just adding some water to my brush. There'll be some grasses over here. You always want to make sure that you ground your trees in. Okay, so I think I actually don't really like this, so I'm gonna as long as you get it up pretty quickly. I'm gonna put the green back in. And pray I don't get a bloom. Just filling this in back here. Cover up these trees. There we go. So we have where the tree is embedded in the ground, you can see the roots. So I also need to do something similar over here, and I may just put in some bushes at the front of this fence. And put some bushes out here by these trees. They don't have to look like anything in particular. Just insinuating there's some grass back there. I'm going to put some trees in the far distance because I was using this the paint has come off and it's not near as dark and thick as it was. You don't want it to look like popsicle sticks. You want different colors in there. Because all the trees won't look the same. I'm going to let that blend in. And then down here I need a darker path. It could be just grass. And we have the house, or we have two houses actually. So I'm going to put this one there. Just taking clean water and just kind of getting some soft edges here. Okay, let's start on some trees. So with watercolor, you go from light to dark. So I'm going to use my smaller brush and start out here. And I'm going to hold it from the back so I don't get too detailed with this, because I don't want to be detailed. Start putting some leaves on the trees. Just remember, those further back need to be a little bit smaller, so make your detail smaller. One thing about these Kuretake watercolors is they're almost opaque, so it's almost like using a gouache. And then I'm going to go to my next green. You can paint as detailed or as loose as you want. Don't forget to put leaves in front of the trees either. This one I'm just choosing to do more of a loose. Too much water. Be a very quick painting. I'll put some of this green down here. And back here. And I'm going to dry this real quick so I can put a third coat on there. Okay, so the darker green, we want to keep it light on the left-hand side. So I'm going to just put the green the darker green. On the right-hand side of these individual trees. I don't think I got that very light or very dry. And then we'll do the trees over here. Keep it lighter on the left edge, left side. And then darker. Okay, now I'm going to do my houses. Back there. And then I need a fill in this part. I'm going to use this brownish beige. So I don't like this because it takes away from my fence. So I'm going to try to get that off. And then back here I need some, way too much water, green. And I need my fence back. And the further back you go, the smaller the fence posts are. I got blue. There. And I need to fix my roofs, but I'm going to have to wait till this dries. So we said the sun was coming from the left, so the right side of the houses will be darker. So I'm going to put that in. Be darker under the eaves. Way too much water and way too wet. So just get a clean brush, damp brush, and wipe it up. I also need this mountain, not mountain, but grass right here to be a little bit greener. And probably right here. So you're getting your layers in. And then this I'm going to just fill in a little bit. Well, this is running crazy. I'm going to dry this real quick. Okay. So back here there's a lot of darkness, and I'm going to try to smooth this out a little bit. Kind of change it up so it's not all one color. Again, I'm just taking my damp brush and wiping that up. Okay, now here, I thought I was going to put something in here, but I'm not. I really don't care for that. So I'm just going to take a wet brush and smooth it out, make it look like a hill or mound. And then down here, I'm just going to do a little bit of negative painting. And make these bushes more like a shrub line. Kind of smooth this out. There we go. Okay, so I need to fix my roofs. And it looks like I need to put a little bit darker on that side again. And then I need a little bit darker right here. There, so we'll make this side light. And different layers just make it look old and run down. Okay, so my original game plan was to put grass or flowers up here, but really this has become my focal point. So I don't want to put too much down here to take away from that. So what I think I'm going to do is, well, first I'm going to dot some green in here. Now it's too light. So I think what I'm going to do is take I think I have a fan brush. This is kind of a big one, but actually I don't want to put that much, so I may just go ahead and use it. So I think what I'm going to do is start out with the light. This may not work. I may be wiping it off. We'll see. And very lightly. Put some grasses in. Grasses towards the front will be taller. I don't like this brush. So kind of get some grasses along the edge of the road. Now you don't want all your grasses going the same way. So I've used all three of the greens to just give an insinuation of them. And I don't want a whole lot, just something to give it some texture. Now what I will probably do is start out with the lighter color. See, that did not work. Too big a brush. So what I could do is just make this, well, wait a minute. So you get to see me fix it too. I'm gonna wet this and get it off. Clean water, damp brush. Wet it, and then pat it dry. I don't know if you can tell how well this Kuretake brand lifts. It just really lifts nice. Okay, so I'm done with that one. I'm not my biggest fan. So what I think I'm going to do is take my number 6 round, I really want this a smooth edge. And we can just smooth this out. So you got your dark green underneath, and just blend this in. And it gives you all different layers of green under there. What I may do is just put some little bitty flowers on the top of this and leave it like that. I do want some of this lighter green down in here. Look more like grass. Okay, now I'm going to take this color and just barely skim the top. For the road, and we're almost there. I am going to lighten these leaves to soft edges. They just look too pointy and too... So clean water, wipe your brush off. And soften the edges. You want both hard and soft, but there's a place for both. So see, when I'm doing this, it's it is blending these greens together, which isn't a bad thing. Just don't do it all over. Once you like something, you're like, oh, I like that. And then you do it so much that it takes away from what you're seeing. Then this one, I'm going to try to lift like a little light spot. Okay, over here, these are kind of all too hard, so I'm going to soften those. Okay, the last thing I think I need is I want a darker color down this side of the road. This is a green gray, which is a green I haven't used. But if I use it down the road, I've got to use it somewhere else too. And you don't have to do a solid line all the way down. Just hit or miss. Oh, there is one other thing. I was going to put some flowers. There we go. So you don't want to do just a straight line down the road. But that's kind of like the edging of the road. Okay, what color flowers? I got a pink here. What color is this? Pale pink. Let's go with that. Maybe some pink and that baby blue. and we'll be done. Looks like there I need to fix something. Okay, here we go. And just like everything else, you may like them, but you don't have to put them everywhere. And because I used blue up here, I'm going to do a few blue ones down here. Wherever you use one color, you should use it somewhere else. Which I just said on that color I needed to use it somewhere else. And where I'm going to use it, I think this was it. Yeah, green gray. I'm going to use it to darken the green down here at the bottom of these. Make them look like little bitty stems. So wherever you use one color, you should use it a few other places. Okay, and I may actually use a few of them in the trees. There we go. I don't like the road. I probably wished I had just left it. I'm just going to make a soft edge. Okay, there we are. I still see one other thing. I want it a little bit lighter back here. And then I need it a little bit darker right there. that is it. I didn't like that. Make them not as bright. Just take a little bit of watered down pink. Okay, there we go. I got my palette knife. And here is our painting with Kuretake Art Nouveau set. If you look for it, I know Amazon's got it, a lot of people have it. It's in a green box with Chinese writing on it. And it's totally different than watercolor, but then it's not. But it's a great paint to paint loose with. That's why I like it. It layers good. It layers like gouache, but it's not gouache. It is watercolor. But I thank you for joining me today. And if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. And be sure and read the description down below of the different ways you can help me grow my channel. And this painting will be on my website in a couple of days if you're interested and for sale. So thank you very much, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now.